Plus Diva. Hey, hi, good morning, everybody. Oh, I got something. Oh, hey there, Victoria, one of my brand new returning multi-millionaires in the making. Listen, hey, good morning, everybody. Happy Thursday. Oh God, I'm so excited to talk with you today. Y'all remember that? Is there any black exploitation film fans here? Okay, I don't know if there are any black exploitation film fans. All right, but some of you who are, shall I say, Generation X and up, you might remember a genre of movies that were Black movies, and they were very sort of empowering, like sort of the Pam Greers of the world and Shaft and all of those things, black exploitation films. So there was one that was called Let's Do It Again. I don't know if you guys remember that. That's one of my favorite ones. Sidney Poitier was in it, along with Bill Cosby, prior to all the foolishness. Okay. And so anyway, it's one of my favorite films. And so I would like to say that I'm kind of thinking about that this morning because I wanted to come on for a quick second and talk about why I'm doing the $1 Million Pivot again so soon. Okay. If you guys have been following for a minute, hey there, yes, you remember those? If you have been following me for a minute, you might remember that I debuted a brand new business intensive about a month ago called $1 Million Pivot. And let me just say, it was amazing, outstanding. Not only were the reviews incredible, in which the participants were just sharing how much they got out of this particular experience. In addition to that, you guys, results. Can somebody say results of the Wahoo? Okay. Within 1 week, we had a participant get her first $30,000 sale, another one $50,000 sale. And I'm like, hello, I told you. That's what I'm like. I'm like, I told y'all, okay, I ain't playing. And so I decided to take a look at it. Now, here's the thing, you guys. I am a big believer, and this is what I teach my clients, is that the beautiful thing about entrepreneurship is that we make money from our creativity. It's what we think up in our minds and what we believe fits a desire or a need in the marketplace, right? And you let it out in the world, and you don't wait until it's quote unquote perfect. You do the best that you can to put the best thing out there that you can, but you iterate all along the way to make it better, right? And so in that same vein, I have to tell you that I was so excited, super excited about the results of the first $1 Million Pivot training. And if anybody's here that went through the $1 Million Pivot training the first time, please let them know. It was our very first one. You know, rip us out the plastic. It was brand new. Okay. However, I'm so excited about just what we've done with the first one, that I have more ideas, more creativity about how to make it even better for the remix. It's kind of like an iOS update, okay? And the reason why I want to do it now versus later is because, hey, we're at the beginning of about to start a brand new quarter, and time is ticking. Time is ticking. I am soon going to be turning, hey there, what's up, Jasmine? I am soon going to be turning my attention really to letting you guys know about how you can join me in beautiful National Harbor, Maryland at the gorgeous MGM for the 2024 Black Millionaire Coach Live. And so I'm going to retire this training for a few months at least. Therefore, I said, before I retire it, let me let you guys get another bite at the apple. Okay. Let me let you guys have another chance to come in and learn from this new material, new and improved, like specifically optimized for today's time and today's elite buyer, because you could be making a lot of money between this time and the next time I offer this training. And so I just want to pop on real quick just to let you know why. That's why. Okay. Time is of the essence. Once the day is gone, it's gone. Okay. We don't get that day back again. And I say get while the getting is good. So I'm here, you guys, to let you know that you're invited to the remix of the $1 Million Pivot. Now, what does this mean? I want you to know exactly what to expect as part of this experience. This is a multi-day training that's specifically meant to help you, number one, design your ultra high ticket offer. I literally take you step by step by step through the process of designing your ultra high ticket offer. And when I say ultra high ticket, this is what I mean. I mean an offer that is like the floor is $50,000. So we're talking about $50,000, $75,000, $100,000 and up offers. I just had a client of mine create her first $250,000 offer. So I want you to understand we're talking ultra high here. These are the type of offers that can shift this quickly pivot your business into millions. We're talking about the difference between having to sell 20 or a dozen units, or maybe even less, depending upon what your price point is, okay, for you to hit a million versus having to sell hundreds or thousands or tens of thousands to hit a million, depending upon how low your price point is, okay? So it's a big shift. But not only do we teach you how to design this ultra high ticket offer, we teach you what you need to do to attract the ultra high ticket buyer. Because unless you're able to attract the right buyers, designing the offer is an exercise in futility. Can I get an amen for that? Okay. The whole point is just not to design an offer and have it sit on the shelf and collect dust. The point is to design an offer and get it sold, like my clients have since the last time I did this training. Okay. And so I want you to understand how to do that. And the big part of that is attracting the right people, those people who are already out there looking for the right solution that you will design, okay? And the right person who, by the way, is you, who knows how to show up correctly, which I'll be teaching about, to allow them the confidence to believe that you are the person that can give them what they've been looking for all along. Boom, that's what we're talking about. So we'll be going through that as part of the $1 Million Pivot. And then in addition to that, we're going to be teaching you about the various ways in which you can turn this offer and turn this client attraction into actual cold hard cash on the other side. What does this mean in terms of how you can sell it? Like, what are the different ways do you need to be considering when we're talking about selling this offer? What works? What doesn't work when we're talking about selling this offer? We're going to be breaking that all down as part of the $1 Million Pivot. Yes, we're going to teach you how to design your ultra high ticket offer, but that's just the tip of the iceberg. That's not the whole training. Okay. We're also going to help you understand what it looks like to build out an entire multi-million dollar suite. Because what I'm going to tell you is making seven figures is wonderful. It's one thing, but making multi-seven is even better. Can I get an amen? Can I get an amen on that? Yes, it is. And so we'll be teaching you about that. Okay. And so all of that is in the $1 Million Pivot. All right. I'm not going to spend a whole lot of time telling you, taking up a whole bunch of your morning this morning, but I do want to say, if you have not signed up for it, why not? Okay. It's a completely complimentary training. And it starts April 8th. So we are rounding the corner, just a little bit more than a week away. And we want you to be able to join us in the remix of the $1 Million Pivot. You deserve to be in the space to understand how to be able to help your business make seven-figure leaps this year. Not 2 years from now, not 5 years from now, not 10 years from now, not over a lifetime of, being in the workforce. I'm saying you can accelerate the rate towards you achieving that goal when you understand how to package your offers properly. All right. And we are doing that right now as part of the $1 Million Pivot. Hey there, who said I'll be there? Let me just see. All right. I can't wait to see you, my girl. Hey there, Kelly. What's up, Kelly Charles? Wild Orchids. Oh, that's the coolest. That's the coolest name. I love that. Well, I look forward to seeing you there, Wild Orchids. Okay. And I look forward to seeing all of you there. It's going to be so much fun. And let me tell you what to expect after you register. After you register on the thank you page, which of course, I got manners. I have good home training. So I say thank you. Just letting you know what to expect. Okay. So there is going to be a thank you page after you sign up, Wild Orchids and everyone else. And on the thank you page, I do want you, in all seriousness, to take a look at it, because the thank you page actually has a lot of very important information. Number one, the thank you page is going to it's going to have a button on it that's going to let you know, that's going to allow you to be able to add all the dates to your calendar so you don't forget. And that's very important, because if you're anything like me, if I haven't calendared a thing, I will forget the thing. Like, if it's not on my calendar, it is as if it does not exist. Is there anybody else here who's like that? Amen and amen. Okay. So we just have one button you push and it'll push it to your calendar. Then, in addition to that, you guys, um, it's going to have a button there for you to join me in my free Facebook group where we'll have a lot of things that are very fun and exciting, both leading up to the $1 Million Pivot, but also actually doing the training. It's an integral part of the training because in the Facebook group is where we're going to drop the post for you to submit your homework. Yes, I said homework. Every night you will have homework because I believe information without the application of that information is a waste of time. Okay. So each night you're going to learn, you're going to do, you're going to learn, you're going to do. That is how we roll and you're going to do in the Facebook group. So you want to be over there. Now, thirdly, and I would argue maybe even most importantly, we are providing a complimentary business audit, completely complimentary. The first one was fire. The remix will be bananas. Yes, it will be, honey. Okay. It will be nanos. Okay. Here's what I want you to understand, you guys. We are offering, and let me just say, this is worth the price of admission. It would if we charged, but this is complimentary, so we're not charging. But if we were charging, this will be worth the price of admission. My team will be providing complimentary business audits for you. What does this look like? This means you'll make a 15-minute appointment with a member of my team. They will jump on the calendar on Zoom with you. You will show them whichever is your primary social media platform that you use to attract customers. Okay. Do you mainly hang out on Instagram? Do you mainly hang out on Facebook? Do you mainly hang out on LinkedIn? Do you mainly just have a YouTube channel? Whatever that is, show it to my team member. And it's only 15 minutes because so they can't review all of your social media channels. Let me just put that out there right now. I'm sorry, there's not going to be enough time to do all of that. But they will look at that one social media channel and they will give you feedback about whether or not it's properly optimized in order to attract the ultra high ticket buyer. This is an important part of the process. We're going to be going through this more as part of the training, but you don't even have to wait to get that information. I want you to know coming in, how close are you already to having some of the base core assets that you need to have in place in order to attract an ultra high ticket buyer? This a critical part of you guys. Let me just tell you, there are a lot of people out there that are raising prices and not doing anything else. And they're saying it's not working because it's not selling. And I'm telling you, raising your price is like maybe 10% of what you need to do. I mean, honestly, it's a very, very small part of the equation. This is a lot more than raising a price. Okay. So we will teach you what you need to do to attract the right buyer. Because you can have the best offer in the world, but if the only people who you attract are people who are not the right fit buyer, you will not sell it. So don't go around saying that I've been telling you to do this, sell this, and nobody's buying it. I'd be asking you, who the hell you attracted? And then to find that out, we'll be taking a look at how you're showing up. Okay. Okay. It's all related. Okay. So you definitely want to have that. I do want to tell you one thing about what this business audit is not. It is not a sales pitch. Nobody's going to be trying to sell you anything. We want to make sure that you are properly, first, not only properly optimized, but we want to get some insights on your business to figure out where you are right now to see how well positioned you are to make the leap into ultra high ticket sales. So we're going to be asking you some questions about what are you selling right now? What is the price point of what you are selling right now? How successful are you able to convert at that level right now? Like, how are you selling? All of those like basic things. Okay, Wild Orchids, what if I'm just starting out, don't have social media set up? Oh, okay, Wild Orchids, come on in. And what my team can do is they can share with you ideas around how to set it up right. I'm so glad that you asked that question, because here's the thing. If you are just starting, now is the best time to do this. One of the things that I always tell people is how you, wait, first of all, I just need to recognize the Leo in the house. Leo Diva has joined us. And and I see 818. I don't know if that's your birthday, but it's very close to my birthday, Leo Diva, because I'm a Leo Diva as well. And my birthday is 819. So we might be birthday neighbors. Okay. If that's correct, Leo Diva, can you let me know in the comments? I'd be curious to know if you're my birthday neighbor. But anyway, going back to Wild Orchids questions. What's up there, Maisha? Debbie, what I will say is this. If you're just starting, I highly, 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 please hear me on this. I'm so glad you raised that question. A common mistake for people who are just starting in the coaching or consulting space is that they underprice themselves. They start out at the team Leo, that's right. They start out at the low ticket level and then they get stuck there. That is a common mistake in coaching and consulting industries. And the reason why they get stuck there is because they have trained their market to see them as a bargain provider. Okay? They've trained people that that's what their barrier, that's what the gate is. That's what the cost of admission, right? They have nurtured people who are looking for a low ticket solution. All right. And then if you only have good morning, if you only have those low ticket solution people around you, that's okay if you want to go to high ticket, but it's going to take some time to build the high ticket brand to attract those elite buyers because these people don't live in the same neighborhood, y'all. Okay. I want y'all to understand these people do not live in the same neighborhood. Like I have a friend of mine. Can we be real here for a minute? Okay. I have a friend of mine who lives in, and I just saw an article this morning. Apparently, this article suggests that he lives in the best neighborhood in the nation. Let me tell you what it's like to live in the best neighborhood in the nation, because I've been teasing him about this for quite some time. His kids' public school, okay, I'm not talking about private school here. His kids' public school, those children get a brand freaking spanking right out of the Apple store new iPad every year. Every year. And when I heard that, I was like, what in the actual is this? What the hell? A brand new iPad every year? Why? Because they can. Okay? Because they can. All right. But they do. They get a brand new, and I'm thinking about how my kids went to school in their school for 12 freaking years and never got one iPad from the school. They got them from me, but not from the public school they were in. Okay. But anyhow, the point that I'm making here, that's a completely different neighborhood than the neighborhood I was living in when my kids were going to, elementary and secondary school. Okay. And if you are starting out, getting back to the point here, promise, I have ADD, be patient with me, but this is on point. I'm trying to make my point here for you, Wild Orchids. Exactly. There you go, girl. And here's what I want you guys to know. So if you start out in the area code or the neighborhood where nobody ever gets a free iPad from the public school, okay, that's not the same. They don't have the same needs. They don't have the same desires. And Lord knows they don't have the same depth of pockets, okay, in order for you to sell to them at the ultra high ticket level, okay? And so what happens if you're just starting, I would much rather you start in the elite neighborhood, okay, with the people that have the pockets to support that level of investment. All right. And when you start up there, it is much more easy for people to acknowledge that you are someone of worth, that you are someone of value, that you are an elite provider. Like you are speaking their language. As long as you're speaking their language, as long as you're speaking to what they need, we're going to talk about all of this as part of the pivot. Okay. As long as the messaging is right, as long as the branding is right, they will, and as long as you have the expertise, like we're not faking the funk, you really can do what you say you can do. Like as long as all of that is in place, start here, because the person who lives in that neighborhood is not going to go to this neighborhood to get what they need. Right? It is so funny. They are not going to leave this neighborhood to go to this neighborhood to buy their groceries. They're not going to go from this neighborhood to this neighborhood to get their next, I don't know, car purchase or their next purse or whatever they want to buy. They're going to stay up here. This is where they live. This is where they're going to make their buying choices. And this is where I need you to be in terms of what you're providing for them. Does this make sense, you guys? Does it make sense? Now, if you start off here, like I said, doesn't mean you can't go here, but it's going to take a minute to recalibrate and rebrand to speak to these people. And it's a little bit harder, okay? You're not going to, you're going to have to be willing to let these people go, because I don't care if you're here servicing these people once again at the Walmart level, and all of a sudden you change your store from Walmart to Chanel, but you're still servicing these people. Are these people going to be able to go into the Chanel store and be able to purchase the damn thing? No, they will not. They will not. So we have to let go of any guilt that we might have, but you have to go up here and serve these people. Open your Chanel store in the Chanel supporting neighborhood. Does this make sense, you guys? I'm hoping that you're getting what I'm saying. And for those people who are telling yourselves, and I'm just going to speak this out loud, because I believe there's somebody on here today who's thinking, I serve Black people and they don't live in the Chanel neighborhoods. Let me say, there is a lot, that is a lie from the pits of hell, because the friend that I just told you about, who lives in the best, what was just this article, literally, I just saw it yesterday. His neighborhood was picked out as the best neighborhood in the nation. As I told you, I know for a fact, his kids' school receives all of their children from kindergarten up. What the hell is a kindergartner doing with an iPad? But from kindergarten up, they get a brand new iPad every freaking year, from kindergarten all the way to 12th grade. This is a Black man. So I'll say all that to say, stop allowing yourself the excuse of, I want to serve Black people, so I can't sell high ticket, to stop you from doing what you need to do. Because trust and believe, there are Black people that are in that neighborhood looking for you, and they can't find you because you think they're down there, and they're not. They are some, but that's not who we're selling to for this. Now, when we get into the $1 Million Pivot and you understand about the full multi-million dollar offer suite, at some point you can serve those people. But I want you to get your business on solid ground first. All right. And that works best when you start out as Chanel, make a brand in the Chanel space, serving the Chanel people. And every now and then Chanel can, or maybe even a better example would be Nordstrom's. If you start off as Nordstrom's, you can serve the Nordstrom's people and make gobs of money as Nordstrom's. And then later on, when you are very, very solid financially in your business, you can open a, Nordstrom's rack that services the other folk. Does this make sense, you guys? All right. Ah, okay. Hey there, Anna. Great to see you, Soror. So I'm hoping that this makes sense. You are most welcome, Skins World. The Tesla method. Absolutely, Tesla did it too. Perfect example. Tesla started out with the $100,000 cars. They did not start out with the 30, 40,000 cars that they have now. They started out with those cars that were $100,000 and up. Okay. And then after they built the brand, after they built the desire, after everybody was like, oh my God, I wish I had that car. Okay. Then they started servicing people that had a lower amount that they could invest, with cars that were at a lower price point. You need to be doing the same thing. Okay. So if you're brand new, come. If you're established and you are stuck and you're at a revenue ceiling that you're not able to get over, let me tell you, this is the quickest way to elevate to that next level in your business financially. Come. If you're already at 7 and you want to go to multi-7, come. Like, it is for all of you at every stage of the spectrum. And I hope I see you there. Okay. So with that said, I better go, because I have some things I have to do this morning. But I just wanted to stop in to say, hey, if you're wondering why are we doing the $1 Million Pivot again? It's because time is of the essence. Time is of the essence. And I just know with how my schedule's looking after this one, I'm not sure when I'll be able to have another one, but I don't want you to have to wait to get this great information. Okay. So all you have to do to snag your seat is go to themilliondollarpivot.com, themilliondollarpivot.com, sign up, grab your seat, get ready, be there, make the commitment to be there every night. This is game-changing, life-changing, generational shifting information that you are going to learn while you're there, especially when you also apply the information. Okay. All right. How do you register? Okay, well, very good question. So there should be definitely there's a link in my bio, Wild Orchids. You can also there's also the URL pinned to the top of the comments that says $1,000,000pivot.com. Once again, it's $1,000,000pivot.com. Yes, Victoria, absolutely. Victoria's part of my. She's actually one of my faculty members. Will be teaching tonight, Victoria. But you are going to be learning more about how to get more television appearances tonight. Yes. So we look forward to be teaching you that tonight, you guys. So go to the $1,000,000pivot.com, snag your seat, and get ready because the remix, if you thought the first one was going to be good, let me just say the remix is going to be on and popping. Having already started sharing the link. Thank you, Anna. I so appreciate that, sister. I appreciate that. All right. With that said, thank you. You have a blessed day as well, Vet Skin World. Look forward to seeing you guys at the pivot. Until then, have a wonderful Thursday, and I will check you guys out later. Take care, everybody. Bye. Wonderful seeing you. Bye-bye, everybody. Bye.